Tonight on Mello Tv Sports, Jamaica defeats Saudi Arabia 2-1. Andre Blake wins MLS Goalkeeper of the Year. And James Harden rejects Houston contract extension. We kick off Mello TV Sports with some exciting football news as Jamaica's Reggae Boys today leveled the two-match friendly series with Saudi Arabia, winning Game 2 2-1 in Riyadh. Jamaica lost Saturday's opening game 3-0 after having to cope with positive COVID-19 test results and late arrivals. They, however, put in a much improved display today to ensure they took something from the series. Jamaica conceded the opener in the 29th minute, but were back on level terms 5 minutes later through the man Daniel Johnson. Javon East then clinched the winner in the 64th. The games kicked off Jamaica's preparation for next summer's CONCACAF Gold Cup tournament and the start of the FIFA World Cup qualifiers. Meanwhile, the win was a celebration of coach Theodore Whitmore's 100th game in charge. Whitmore has led the Reggae Boys for 8 years as an interim coach and 2 stints as a head coach. Whitmore has won 52 games and drawn 16 with 32 losses to include back-to-back CONCACAF Gold Cup semi-final appearances in 2017 and 2019 and reaching the final in 2017. Carl Brown and Rene Samoas are the other coaches to have led Jamaica in 100 games. Top Jamaican shot stopper Andre Blake has been named Goalkeeper of the Year for Major League Soccer, handing him a second hold on the award. Blake, who plays for the Philadelphia Union, first landed the title in 2016 and is now in a 5-way tie for the most MLS alongside fellow Jamaican Donovan Ricketts. The Jamaica captain helped the Union capture the 2020 Supporters' Shield, the first trophy in club history, while being a part of the stingiest defense in MLS with 20 goals against. The 29-year-old also earned the MLS's Back Tournament Golden Glove this past summer. Blake is in line for another award as he is one of 5 finalists for the 2020 Landon Donovan MLS MVP Award, the first time a goalkeeper has been named a finalist for the award since Joe Cannon 16 years ago. During the regular season, Blake posted a save of 0.778 save percent and 0.88 goal average allowed, both league best for goalkeepers with 20 or more appearances on the year. He was also the leading MLS goalkeeper with 13 wins, a total that likely would have been higher had he not missed Philadelphia's last 2 regular season games with a hand fracture. Blake's diving save in a 2-1 victory over the New England Revolution on October 19 is a finalist for the 2020 MLS Save of the Year. Blake, who has made 45 appearances for Jamaica, had 8 stops in a 3-3 draw at LAFC on March 8, tying the season-high saves total for a goalkeeper. FIFA has moved this season's Club World Cup from December to February 2021 because of COVID-19 restrictions. European representatives Bayern Munich won the Champions League in August, but the pandemic affected the conclusion of other continental championships. The tournament will still be played in Qatar from February 1 to 11. Liverpool won the last Club World Cup in December 2019. Now on to some interesting news. The United States Senate has passed a bill that will allow U.S. officials to prosecute anyone involved in doping at international sporting events. The Rodchenkov Anti-Doping Act, named after Russian whistleblower Grigory Rodchenkov, is set to be signed into law by President Donald Trump. U.S. Anti-Doping Agency Chief Travis Tygart said it was monumental in the fight for clean sports. However, the World Anti-Doping Agency WADA is concerned about the bill. The legislation, which passed the Senate unopposed yesterday after previously passing the House of Representatives unanimously, allows the U.S. to seek prosecution for doping conspirators at competitions involving American athletes, sponsors, or broadcasters. It targets coaches, agents, managers, and officials rather than athletes who are already covered by WADA sanctions. The potential penalties include fines of up to $1 million or prison sentences of up to 10 years. The South African runner Caster Semenya's lawyer today said they would take her case to the European Court of Human Rights in what's likely to be a last-ditch legal challenge against regulations that require her and some other female athletes to artificially lower their natural testosterone level to compete. Greg Knott, who has represented Semenya for more than a decade, gave no time frame for their challenge at the Strasbourg French-based court, but it's unlikely there would be a resolution before the Tokyo Olympics next summer. Semenya, the two-time Olympic champion in the 800 meters, has twice lost legal appeals against World Athletics' highly contentious testosterone limits, first at sport's highest court in Switzerland in 2019 by a 2-1 majority of the judges, and then at the Swiss Supreme Court back in September. The rules require female athletes with conditions called differences of sex development that lead to high natural testosterone to lower it to below a specific level through birth control pills, hormone blocking injections, or surgery to be allowed to compete. On to some interesting basketball news. Former MVP James Harden has declined the Houston Rockets' offer of a contract that would pay him an NBA record $50 million per season, and is instead looking to engineer a trade that would send him to the Brooklyn Nets. Harden turned down an extension for 2 years and $103 million beyond the existing 3 years and $133 million on his contract. He is reportedly in contact with the Nets forward Kevin Durant and guard Kyrie Irving in hopes of forming a big three in Brooklyn. The Rockets have already lost head coach Mike D'Antoni and general manager Daryl Morey during the off-season. Finally, in the sports news tonight, Dominic Thiem mastered the tiebreakers once again to get the better of Rafael Nadal, beating the 20-time Grand Slam champion in straight sets for a second win at the ATP Finals today. Thiem clinched a 7-6, 7-6 win on his 5th match point in their first meeting since the Australian Open quarterfinals in January, when the Austrian player prevailed after winning 3 tiebreakers in a tight 4-set match. The US Open champion opened group play in the season-ending event with a 3-set victory over defending champion Stefanos Tsitsipas on Sunday, and he will be guaranteed qualification for the semifinals if Tsitsipas beat tournament newcomer Andrei Rublev in the evening match. And those are the stories making sports news tonight. We now head back to the news desk with Shelley and Hill.
Thank you, Christopher. And now to end tonight's newscast, here are the main points. 30 new cases of COVID-19 recorded and 2 deaths placed under investigation, taking confirmed cases to 9,959. Lisa Hanna steps down as treasurer of the PNP, while the positions of chairman and general secretary will become vacant at the end of this month. In an update, 5-year-old Mikel Allen, who was attacked by a pack of dogs in St. Anne on Sunday, has regained consciousness and is now in stable condition in hospital. And Justice Minister Delroy Chuck says that additional legislation is coming to address the breeding and importation of specific breeds of dogs and spaying of stray dogs, among several other matters. And that's our news package for you tonight. Thank you for tuning in to Mello TV Evening News at 8. I am Shelley Ann Hill. Stay safe and pleasant viewing.